Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Road to the Show with Digg, and we are in season 12. It's hard to believe that Digg is now 32 years old, but as you can see, he has improved substantially from where he started. Not as quickly as I would have hoped, but he is looking a lot better, and if you just look at those attributes alone, he's pretty solid. Absolutely on the offensive side, on the defensive side, but the offense is coming together pretty well for him as well. And we've never really gotten the opportunity to see him with that stimulated trait activated. So it would be even really more fun to see him when he is at the top of his game. But in the last season, just to give you a quick recap, Digg was able to develop 4 power, 5 contact, 3 speed, and lost 6 fielding. We spent $3.5 million on him, and at the end of the season, after game 13, he gained 2 contact, got 2 fielding back, and that bumped him up to an A-, and that's where we stand today. Now, production-wise, Digg had a pretty rough year, one of his worst years, and actually his worst year since the first season, in which he didn't even play a full season. As you can see, he only had 10 hits. The last time that was the case was back in season 1, so he definitely struggled, and we were struggling a bit too. 22 strikeouts, way too much for him. And so I asked you all, what do we want to do with him going into the next season? We did not have a competitive team, so there was really nothing to be excited about when Digg was struggling. And so I actually did take the time to put together a team that could that I assume could compete this year. So you'll see a lot more talent on this team, at least a lot more. The floor has been raised quite a bit. We have some talent we've brought in. This includes Evan Chukov, who will be our starting catcher this year. We have Sloop Wupity at first base, who looks really solid. We have Scoops Tomahawking, who I imagine is going to be a primary DH for us with that bad ball hitter trait when we have the DH, which is actually No, that'll only be when we play the other conference. We have Donnie Leathers here at third base. We decided to drop a little bit of money or reduce our spending at third base from Kier Nutmeg to Leathers, who's younger. And then we have also backup Willard Wiggins at shortstop and second base there. So we have a lot of flexibility in the infield. The outfield looks okay with Amos Bango here, with Carp Mullins and Jameson Mullins. I didn't even realize we had brothers on the team here. It wasn't even until just now that I noticed that. 3 years apart. That's pretty funny. And Spitz Duple in right field. I believe he's coming back from last year. And then we have Violet Maddox on the bench. So Marley Faye is going to be our ace, but we improved the the starting rotation quite a bit by bringing in David Bomzo, who's a rookie. We brought in Samantha Floral, who has Cake Collector and Workhorse, and then Mariah Horn, another rookie, will be on the team with Rally Stopper and Composed. And the bullpen remained pretty much the same. We had some good talent in there, and so just decided to get rid of some negative traits that were showing. But I hope this team actually plays pretty well, and we'll have to see as we simulate through this season. So, of course, you know the rules. We will go ahead and get started by simming to our first game. Croc's already off to a hot start with their first win, and we will set the lineup for game 1. David Bomzo versus May Silva. Actually, let's double check. Okay, there's nothing here. All right, so we'll set the lineup, and they have Digg in the number 7 spot in the order here, which is pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and see how he does against Maze Silva and the Nemesis. Get off to a slow start, tie ball game. We take the win, and we hold on 4-3. So we get a win in our first game of the season. Between these two, I will give this to Mariah Horn. I don't know a lot about these players. Oopsie. Well, that's unfortunate. Just trying to get a speed up a little bit, and I ended up backfiring on me there. I'll drop the loyalty of Violet Maddox here. Alrighty. Also want to apologize for this video getting out late. I did get food poisoning over the weekend, and that I didn't get a chance to record the Digg episode, which I was planning to do on Saturday morning, and it just was not going to happen. And Even as I'm recording this on the following Monday, I am still not feeling great, and so you'll have to bear with me through this episode because I am kind of going in and out of things here. So let's check how Digg did in his first game. He had an error, and he went 0 for 2. I think it looks like he may have gotten pulled, and so that's not a good start for Digg's season. Did not strike out, though, so it was just 2 outs. Let's go ahead and see what happened since the game ended. Development for a few players, including opportunity for Digg, a chance for him to lose utility, which I'm okay with. We've talked about it's not a valuable trait for him as we're prioritizing him at shortstop, but we'll definitely be doing that one here in just a second. All right, so after game 1, we already have development for Digg. Let's do that one right away. We have sign stealing. So this one, or there is one very important rule when stealing signs. Don't get caught. Guess unless you're Jazz Chisholm, he just puts it out there for everyone to see, and everybody gets pissed at him. But I guess, you know, if you get a problem with it, hide your signs better too. He's doing it fairly, I guess. Anyways, I guess let me know what your thoughts are on that. This one's going to cost us $790,700 and a chance for, well, we'll gain contact speed and we'll lose 2 fielding, but we're going to gain a chance for more contact, more speed, and a chance to lose utility. So let's see how this first development opportunity goes for Digg here in Season 12. We get the +3, the +1, the -2. We don't get the bonus contact. That was the one we really wanted. We don't get the bonus speed. Please don't lose the utility trait. He will not. So +3 contact, +1, speed, and -2 fielding. And that is going to come out to be nothing else going on there. So +3 contact, +1 speed, and -2 fielding. Fielding's been dropping a little bit over the last couple of games. That's unfortunate to see, but should be okay. We're going to simulate through the rest of these really quick. I might be a little bit more mindful around spending on this just because we will slowly whittle that down with only 18 million in surplus. Alrighty, let's go ahead and set to our next game. Doubleheader against the Nemesis, and Digg's already tense. They put him at third base. Wiggins over at short. Leonard Leathers is tense too. You know what? I'm going to stick with this. I'm fine with this for now. So Digg to the 8th spot, and he is currently 0 for 2. See how he does against Danny Deals. We fall behind early. We fight back. We lose in extra innings, or was the 9th inning maybe. But we blew that one, unfortunately. So 1-1 record. We have a 0 run differential, so things have been tight. All right, since that game, let's see how Digg did. 0 for 4 now with 1 strikeout, so a really slow start for the season for him. What has happened since the game ended? A couple of developments here. Big one for Wu with the +11 velocity. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, nothing else of note. Let's go ahead and clear these out. Sakta definitely needs this one so that we can get his closer to 99, but also get his loyalty back. All right. Oh, and Scoops just got the clutch trait, which is huge, and a little bit of his power back at age 40. And Caesar Sloan just gained himself an elite cut fastball. And Alan Trejo did not gain the K Collector trait. Bonus junk there for Wu, so he just gets a huge boost after getting that extra velocity. All right, let's go ahead and set the lineup for the next game. Digg still tense. He's in the 7th spot now. Curious to see what Floral looks like. Okay, so not great, but I guess a little bit better than Baxter there. Was just curious to know why she was in the 8th spot. Digg is 0 for 4 with 1 strikeout. How does he do against Nick Dieguez and the Jacks? We don't see him pop up here, but we do win 5-0. That's a big win. We jump to the top of the division, at least for the moment. We'll absolutely take that. So Sloan and Trejo, I think Trejo's younger. Yeah, and Sloan is 33. So I think I'll drop the loyalty of Sloan here. And I'll give this one to Chukov. Bump him up to 99. And between these two, I'll drop Leathers for now. All right, sim to our next game. Sitting at now 2-1. We are a half game back of the Gut Buzzards, who just won their third game of the season. And let's go ahead and see how Digg did. He went 2 for 3. Oh, wow. Big game for him. 2 runs scored. He got a walk as well. He struck out once, and he now has 2 errors. And he had 2 errors in that game, now up to 3 on the season. That is by far his worst season error-wise. That's really weird for him. But 2 hits, so that'll probably offset him just a little bit. Let's see. He's still tense, unfortunately. So the errors are really doing him dirty. All right. 5 junk for Gertie. Nunez jumps him up to a B+. Anything else going on here for Digg here? Nothing else pops up here. So let's go ahead and clear out development here. Pomzo gets some bonus junk there. Chukov. All right. And Sloan. The last one. Yeah, it is. All right. So simulating to the next game here. Setting the lineup, and Digg's in the number 7 spot in the order. He is still 10, so he's struggling a bit. Let's go ahead and see if he can bounce back against Millie Salinas and the Grapplers. We are definitely in the back half of Digg's careers. We went 5-4 in extra innings. We now jump up to 3-1, and we are at the top of the division once again. So the team is looking pretty solid. I think Floral and Sloop are both older. Sloop 31, Floral 31. Yeah, so I think I'll drop Sloop here. Or, I'll give it to Sloop. And between these two, we'll do Violet to get her mojo, or her loyalty back. All right, simulating to our next game. So Digg was 2 for 7 with 3 strikeouts, 3 errors. 3 strikeouts and 3 errors. 2 runs scored. He had 2 total bases, and now he had a 3-hit day. So he went 3 for 4. He walked once. He did not strike out. No errors. He had a double. Holy moly! What a game! And he scored a run. So Digg having a really good bounce back after last season. He's already hit half of his hit total from last year. And he's only 4 games into the season here, so love to see that. He has the highest batting average on the team, second highest OPS second only to Willard, who has half the at-bats. It's like it's skewed a little bit there, but what a great start for Digg already. 455 average. All right, let's see if anything happened for him development-wise. We're looking for these opportunities to give him some improvements as he gets older and later into his career. We won't get that opportunity here. So let's go ahead and clear these out. And chance to gain Ace Exterminator, that's always a good opportunity. We don't get it there. Muddy Water does not lose clutch. Mullins will not gain Big Hack there. And Maddox will get no bonuses there. So next game against the Crocs. This will be a big one. Digg's still tense after a 3-hit day. That's pretty wild to me. He is going to be playing third base again in this matchup, and he is currently 5 for 11 with 2 strikeouts and 6 total bases. 5 for 11. We have Lance Mackey on the mound for the Crocs at 2-2. Let's see how we can do. So we fall behind way early, and we fight all the way back. We win 8-5. This team is definitely punching up in this season. We're now 4-1 with a +9 run differential, so that feels really good. I will drop Sloan here.
It's time again for
Try and get his mode or his loyalty back.
Since my fax machine ran out of ink 15 years
This one I'll
ago,
do
well, just
Fire.
have to assume it's awesome out there.
And then I'll give this one to Floral. So we gave it to Sloop the last time. All right, sim to our next game. I believe it's another one against the Crocs, who are 2-3 on the season. They have an on fire. Oh, we have an on fire Dupol, and Nunez is locked in and juiced. Seems looking really good right now. Let's see. How did you do, Digg? So he was already lost where I was at. So he got one hit there and 2 at bats. He did not walk. And he did not strike out. I believe he got pulled early. Huh. He's not been getting as much playing time. He only has 13 at-bats. You compare that to Bango and Sakta with 20-plus and Spitz Dupol as well. 20-plus at-bats. Digg not getting as many this year, but he's been contributing when he is on the field, so not sure really how much I can do to avoid that, but the team is doing well, and he is doing well, so we'll allow it for now. So we now had to see what happened since, and we're looking for more development for Digg. We definitely don't want the random regression for him. Sakta just got hit with it, -4 fielding. It's going to be really hard to get him back to max of 99s. And there's a development for Digg, chance for bonus fielding, chance to lose utility, get some power and lose some arm. I think I'm okay with all of those. So we're at we're after game 5 now. Let's go ahead and punch this one in for Digg. It's the Biosource membership that he is going for. Membership by invite only, and no, we cannot reveal who invited you. So who do you think invited Digg to the Biosource membership? Seems like a bit culty, but maybe it's one of those gym membership kind of things. Let's see if it pays off for him. For fielding power, we'll lose one arm down to 98, but a chance for bonus fielding to get him back up to 99 max, and a chance to lose utility. Let's see what happens here. So +4 fielding, +1 power, -1 arm. We don't get the bonus fielding. Will we lose utility? We do not. Thank goodness. All right. +1 power, -1 arm. So hate the reductions here, but he's getting incremental bonuses aside from that. And you can see he's maintaining the speed, fielding, and arm pretty solid. Get that one boost in the power, and that's good to see. And he's still tense. This is crazy. All right, let's get the rest of these out of the way. All right, and Mullins retains Distractor. That's it for that. Go ahead and play the second game of this doubleheader, and Digg will be in the 6th spot. A shortstop, he is batting 6 for 8. Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at Sloop. 6 for 13, 7 total bases, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 3 errors. Just trying to say these things out loud so I can try and remember, but it's hard to do. 6 for 13. Let's simulate. See if we can take advantage of a tense Herrera. We fall behind, we fight back, and we win 4-3. So we are now 5-1, plus 10 run differential. It's been hard to keep track of where Digg pops up while also watching the score, so bear with me there. We'll drop Baxter, he's much older. All right, simulate to our next game. We're still sitting ahead of the Buzzards, who are 1 game behind us at 4-2, and we'll be facing off against them next. All right, Digg, how'd you do? 6 for 13. He is 6 for 15, so no for 2 day. He walked once. He struck out once. He had another error. This is so weird. And he scored another run. He's probably still tense, isn't he? Oh, he's rattled. This is wild. So annoying. I don't know what to do about this. I'll probably if he doesn't get taken out, I'll probably take him out just for a game to see if he can reset a little bit. All right, anything for him since that game ended? He's actually still playing well despite the errors. It's so weird. And nothing for Digg there, so let's clear these out. Baye keeps their curveball. Nunez doesn't get in the
A quick
two-seam.
check-in on
Bango
the
gets some extra
weather. Either it was
contact
just a
there.
very
That's nice to
large,
see.
very
Willard,
obnoxious
no bonus
atmospheric river,
contact for
or get down
him.
against the moon,
Baxter avoids
or
the
the
noodle arm,
local
gains the
fucking
extra
seagulls just
power.
took some serious revenge
Such a
against
weird
the
player
station
there.
building. All the
And
more reason to stay in
Dupole,
my comfy booth
just
and
some
get
arm.
your
All right.
clothes. Let's jam.
Let's see if he gets pulled out for this game. They're going to keep him in. I don't know. Maybe I just leave him in. See if he can battle out of it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave him in. So he's 6 for 15, batting 400, 7 total bases, 3 and 3 for walks and strikeouts, and 4 errors. I can't believe he has 4 errors. That's crazy. All right, how do we do against the Buzzards? This is a big matchup here. We end up winning 5-2. And no, I'm sorry, we lose 5-2. I was looking at the wrong score there. I was looking at it backwards. Told you, I'm not feeling great. Let's give this one to who's doing better in this season. Dupole is 30, having a pretty decent year, 3 home runs already. And Caesar Sloan is pitching lights out. Okay, so Caesar's getting the loyalty bump here. All right, let's go ahead and clear this out here. We're 5-2, tied with the Buzzards, but we have them in run differential. And let's see, how did Digg do? He was 6 for 15. So he had a 2-hit day, 2 for 4. He struck out once, hit another error. What the hell? Hit a double and another run scored. This is crazy. I don't know why he has already 5 errors this season. That's insane. He is known for his defense. His defense is his best talent. And he's fighting through this and still making contact. He now has a 2-hit day and a 3-hit day while also having errors along the way. This is super weird. All right, let's see. Dupole just lost his contact versus lefties trait, and nothing for Digg. So we'll keep paying through these. And again, you can see our surplus is slowly whittling down. So we're going to have a really tough time backside of this season here, trying to get development opportunities for Digg. Try and do it as much as we can. So Baxter just got fielding and acquired inside pitch. And let's go ahead and head to this the halfway point of the season against a 2-5 wide loads team. We'd like to get the game back in our favor. Maddox is locked in. She's going to play center. I'm sorry, Juice. She's going to play center field. Dupole's on fire, and Bango is locked in. Sloop's going to play second, Leathers at third, and Wiggins is short for Digg, who's getting the day off. This I'm fine with. I'm going to leave it as is, but we'll double check in case he comes back in. So he's 8 for 19, 10 total bases, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Let's see how if he does anything in this game. 5-2. We take an early lead, and we really beat up there on the wide loads. 6-2 record, 15 run differential, so that's good. When you see a good team beat a bad team, that's a good sign for sure. I'll drop Faye, I guess. Jukov's the better player for the team. Harder to replace him. Them ahead, 6-2 over the half game ahead of the Buzzards, 1 game ahead of the Nemesis. And let's see if anything happened for Digg. He was 8 for 19, and he stays 8 for 19, so he takes a game off. Yeah, he's not getting as much playing time this year as he's used to, but he's making the most of his time when he is on the field. It doesn't help that Willard Wiggins is actually having a really great season right now with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs with a 1 plus OPS. Anything for Digg since he took the day off? Did he get some time to develop? Chance for Sakta to lose clutch. Not ideal. Let's see. Might pass on this one for Woo. I'll do this one for Sakta because of the fielding. That'll get him back up to 99 there. But hate to lose the clutch, though. And he lost it, of course. So it is what it is. getting him up to 97 power. He drops to 98 fielding, or arm, and he gets the 99 fielding. So he's just been sitting all over the place. It's so funny how close he's been to like perfect through this entire series. All right, let's get the rest of these out of the way. Sloan, yeah, sure, why not? All right, and this one for Leathers. Gets the speed, or avoids the RBI 0 trait, and I won't do that one for Woo. All right, so Dig got a day off. We're facing off against a 3 and 5 B-Wolves. Dig back in the lineup in the 6th spot. Again, he is 8 for 19. Where you at, Dig? 8 for 19. 10 total bases, 2 doubles, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 5 errors. He scored 5 times already. So against Spryberry, let's see how do the Overdogs do. Fall behind early, bouncing back and forth here, and we end up losing 7-5. So we dropped to 6-3. We still hold the division lead for right now, but that's a tough loss for sure. I'll give it to Dupole here. All right, and simming to our next game, we still hold the division lead. The very tight division as every team is within 1.5 games. 3 teams at 5-5. All right, how'd you do, Diggs? He was 8 for 19. 2 hits, 2 for 4. And 2 doubles in that game. Holy shit. He struck out once. No errors. He scored twice? One time, twice? Can't remember. 4th double of the season for Dig, and he's up to a 435 average. So he's having a hell of a season right now, 10 for 23. All right. Since the game ended, let's see. Development for Sakta's in there, but not for Dig. This one stays for Woo. Mullins to gain slow poke. Sure. Okay, avoids it. Maddox to gain Noodle Arm would not be ideal, and she avoids it. Bourne will not get any bonuses, but she's a B- now. Muddy Water will retain his walk trait. And Sakta gains 4 contact to 99, loses 1 speed, doesn't get the bonus infield outfield. But now he is 2 power, 1 speed, 1 arm away from being perfect. This is maybe the most perfect version that we'll see of Sakta's song. So took a quick picture of him there. And that'll be all of those. So we still could get to 99 for him, but it's going to take a really, a lot of luck from us to get there. So next game is against the Heaters, who are 5-5. We're at the 10th game of the season. Dig's still tense. He's going to stay in the lineup in the 7th spot. He is 10 for 23, 14 total bases, 3.55 for walks, strikeouts, and errors, 6.4 for runs and doubles. All right, so I'm just trying to get these numbers stuck in my head. See how do we do against the Heaters. We need a big win here. Get the lead. We lose the lead. We lose the lead. So we drop to 6-4. Fading a bit down the stretch here. That's not great to see. Even out the loyalty a little bit here. Between these two, I'll give it to Mullins to lose the mojo or loyalty. I keep doing that. And simming to our next game against the Platypi, we're in 4-6, so we definitely need to get this win against them. But before we get there, it was 10 for 23, 11 for 27, so a 1 for 4 day. It was a single. He struck out once. No extra errors there. No walks. All right, so 407 average. He's still looking really solid there. But a one hit day, and he is still tense. Holy moly, when are we going to get him out of that tense? He's been playing almost the entire season while tense. All right, let's get some development for Dig. Come on. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, no luck for Dig's development here. Let's get some of these out of the way. Nunez with the chance to gain pick officer. He doesn't get it. Sloop for some power. Won't get the bonus there. And then another bonus contact there for Willard, which he needs. Little bonus there for Violet, and that'll do it for development. So we head into game 11. We're on a bit of a skid right now. Digg is tense. Is 11 for 27. And 365 for walk, strikeout, error. 15 total bases, 11 for 27. It's Maze Jackson and the Platypi. We need a big win here. We get there early. Oh, we lose it in 14 innings. We drop to 6-5. The team is fading down the stretch here. We'll sim to our next game, and the Buzzards are taking advantage of that. We just dropped 3 games on the Buzzards. They're up 19 run differential. It's not looking good for us with the last few games of the season. All right. 11 for 27. He gets 2 hits. In a 6 at-bat day, he gets 2 hits, 2 walks. No walks. He got a stolen base. He had another error. No strikeouts. Oh my God. Digg, what is going on with your defense, dude? And I bet he's tense. He is. I don't understand. All right. Can we give him some development? Yeah, there it is. But it's all defense aside. I guess he needs it right now. He's probably like freaking out about his defense struggling. He's got the yips or something. All right, that's it for that. Power and speed for Sakta. Chance to gain more power. It would be useless for him to gain pitch perfect, but we'll do this one anyways. And of course, we have the development for Digg. What is this game? After game 11, let's go to this vegan diet here. So 468,100. And this is speed, fielding, arm, chance for more speed and more fielding. Cows are for making, baseballs not eating. We've seen this one before. He's back to the vegan diet, trying to get his defense back on track. Thankfully, his offense is at least still doing something for him. He doesn't get the bonus speed. Will he get the bonus fielding? No, he won't. Best chance to get it, and he still doesn't. All right, and plus, type, holy moly, +1 arm. So arms back to 99, fielding at 96, and his speed's up to 91. So he's looking pretty good. Still want that power and contact higher, but we'll take that. All right, let's clear the rest of these out. Sakta does not gain the bonus power or the pinch perfect trait, but speed's now at 99, power's at 98. So he is 1 arm, 1 power. Crazy. Oh my God, it's so close. I'm excited. I'm actually following that more than I'm following Digg now. And these other ones, nothing exciting happening there. So we have a game against the Crocs, who are maybe looking for some vengeance against us. Digg moves to second base for this game in the 8th spot. We're giving Sloop and Evan Chukoff the day off. He is 13 for 33 going into this game, batting .394. If you keep in mind, Digg's Digg's best year, I think, was 16 hits. No, he's never hit 16 hits, so he's 2 hits away from tying his career high, and he's 3 hits away from breaking that career high. And we are in game number 12, so we have 5 games left to get there. Let's see if we can do it in just this game alone. 3 hits to break it, 2 hits to tie. He's in the 8th spot, and he is currently 13 for... I'm doing it again because I won't remember. 13 for 33, 6 runs scored, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 6 errors. Let's see if we can finally get him out of his tense mojo. Against the Crocs. And we take an early lead. We lose it again. Our bullpen has been blowing it. We lose another one. We're down to 6-6. This is not looking good for us. I'll drop Scoops. All right, Spitz or Dupole. Violet or Spitz. Do Violet. Just checking time here. Okay, we're good on time. Sim to our next game. We have a big chunk of games coming up here. All right, since that game ended, Digg went 13 for 38. So he went 0 for 5. Rough game for him. This typically happens. He strikes out twice. No errors, thankfully. Oh, Digg. Why does this happen? And he's rattled. Dig, 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 dig. All right. We give you some development here, bud. Nothing for Digg. Okay. Clear these out. Bonus contact for Cart Mullins is nice. And Bombzo just lost K Collector, so that's really unfortunate. Okay. And Baxter gains the bonus power there. Of course he does. We have our 38-year-old backup catcher who's getting all the good rolls. That's so funny. Bombzo just lost his elite slider. He actually has not been pitching well for us this year. We're facing off against the 6-6 Jacks and Dawson Blair, who's their ace, it looks like. Digg is going to stay in the game, and he's going to play shortstop. It's 13 for 38. 386, 64. All right. See how I do? Feel like we just really lost a lot of momentum, and we haven't won a game in a really long time, it feels like. I'm going to check actually now. I guess I'll do it this way. I'll do... see who's having the better season. Dupole is 30, and Leathers is 20. How are you doing, Leathers? Decent season. Dupole having 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. I'm still going to give the loyalty drop to Dupole. All right. And let's sim to our next game. And now I'm going to check the schedule really quick before I forget. We are on a skid. So we won this game against the wide loads. We lost. We lost 5 straight. And 6 of our last 7. Shit. Yeah. It doesn't look good for us now, but we'll keep going. Digg, since that last game ended. No hits again. He had 2 at-bats, and then he sat down. He did not strike out again. Nothing else going on for him. He just had to take a seat late in that game, and he is still rattled. So I wonder if they're going to give him a seat on the bench for this next one. There's development for Digg. Get some slugger aid for that power and content. Just not enough. It's all so incremental for him. It's really frustrating. Titan Andrade still out there and kicking as an S-tier catcher. I wonder, actually, I forgot about him. I wonder how many pass balls he has.
Okay, I've just been told not that many people call into the show, so I'll just hang on to these for myself.
194 pass balls. Holy crap. This game is broken. That's so sad. 194 pass balls. In 5 total seasons. Not even a full 5 seasons, 10 full seasons, because he didn't even play very much in season 4. That is insane. Oh my god. See, this is what sucks about this game. Can someone at Metalhead at least just fix this one little glitch where catchers that are, or the two-way catchers get the glitch where they have pass balls like they're not actual catchers? I know you all are dormant now, but I really hate seeing that. All right, anyways. We have... what did I do? Did I already check him? 13 for 40? Yeah. All right, let's clear out the development really quick. Okay. Trejo avoids walk prone. Okay, this one for Digg. So we have... this is game 13 we just played. We have 558. And it's slugger rate. Everything a growing player needs and several things they don't. 1 power, 1 contact, and a 10% chance for 3 more power. Can we please get this roll? Plus 1 power, 1 contact, and we don't get the bonus roll. So small incremental changes for Digg. I accidentally typed 11 power, which would have been amazing. 1 power, 1 contact. Is that enough to bump him up to an A? No, it's not. All right. Get the rest of these out of here. He just weakened to... At least Willard can't... oh, wait. I guess he can still play shortstop. Never mind. And Faye lost his Charlie curveball. So, boy, every roll is going against us now. All right. Playing against the Jacks again. Set the lineup. Digg will stay in and play third base. He is rattled still. It sucks. I hate how he just stops in the back half of the season. Just stops playing. 13 for 40. 8 strikeouts. We win 2-0. Finally, we win a game. We're now 7-7. We still can make the playoffs here. We'll give this to Dupol. He's having a good season. And he's got some sweet sideburns. Crocs are 8-5, game and a half ahead of us. Feels like it's impossible to reach the Buzzards at this point. All right, let's see. Digg was 13 for 40, 13 for 43. So he hasn't gotten a hit in like 3 straight games now. An 0 for 3 day. He struck out once. He did not walk. Yeah. 17 total bases still. His average is at 302, so it's slowly dropping. So frustrating. Whatever. Come on, let's get more development for Digg, please. Nothing. Scoops just lost a ton of speed. And that's it. So, clear these out. That would have been funny if he just got his secondary position right back. Big 8 contact boost for Willard, though. He's a B now. And more contact there for Amos Bango. Floral. Exter. More arm. Dupol. And Mullins. Extra arm for him. All right. We'll set the lineup. Digg's still rattled. Still playing third base. And he's 13 for 43. 9 strikeouts. Can we get it done, Digg? We need a big game from you, bud. We need a big win. We start... Well, yeah, we're going to get beat up there 6-1. Deals is dealing, and we're now 7-8. No better than 8-8 is the rest we can do here, so it looks like it's done now.
Do you fish?
And I'll give this one to Faye.
Fishito fishing gear for the fishing fishermen.
And I'll drop... Ooh, this one's unfair. Right at the end of the season, I have to decide between these two. We're going to do it to Sakta because I can't do it to Digg. Damn, 25 loyalty right at the end of the season is such a dick move. Thanks, game. Drop. Everyone's getting loyalty drops now, so nobody's happy being on this team anymore. So much for putting together a winning team. It looked good for a minute, though, didn't it? All right, how did Digg do? It's 13 for 43, 13 for 47, so an 0 for 4 day. And he struck out twice. At least no errors there. God dang it. +3 fielding bonus for him in a second here for development after game 15. Cool. What's going on with this game? All right, let's give him the on-field drills. Eventually, you'll have to get out there and learn how to do it by, well, doing it. I think we know that. Digg's been trying that all year long, so he's going to get +3 fielding. That'll bump him back up to max in that category. Won't be enough to get him to an A, though. We have one more chance for development for him, or a random roll. Oh, I skipped all the other ones, sorry. Get out of that. So we started with like 30 million in surplus, so we're down to about 4 million. Probably spending all of it by the end of this season, interestingly enough. So we know that about 30 million is what we need to be able to, well, and 18 million in surplus coming back every, coming back to us throughout the year as well helped, but we'll have 2.3 million, so we won't be able to spend on all of them. But good thing is we don't need to worry about that because we won't have another game after this. So Digg is rattled. He will play this last game. He's 13 for 47, He needs 2 hits to tie his career high. He's at 11 strikeouts. Let's see. Against the Buzzards, we come out on top 4-2, excuse me. Now, if the Crocs and the Jacks both lose, well, Jacks have 1 game to lose. The Crocs have 3 games left. But if they lose them all, their run differential probably drops, and we may be able to actually win this or take the wild card spot. That's really weird. Let's see if it happens. I'll give this one to Mullins. Simulate the rest of these games, so no luck there. We missed the playoffs. Did Digg get any hits in his last game? He got 1 hit. It looked so good to start, and then all of those errors and just perpetually rattled and tense. I don't think he had a single game that he wasn't tense or rattled, except for maybe game 1 of the season. That's really frustrating. All right, development for Sakta's great. Anything else for Digg before the season ends? It doesn't look like it. Okay, well, I definitely want to do this one for Sakta to get his loyalty up and to get that 1 power boost. Chance for base rounder is nice as well, so let's see. He doesn't get the base rounder, but now he's 1 arm away from perfect. Yeah, I'm going to have to bring him back no matter what. And I'm going to leave these for next year, I think. Especially those negative outcome ones. Yeah, we're going to leave the rest of these. I guess I could do this one for Mullen or for Leathers. Get him a little bit of loyalty there and a little boost in his talent. The rest of these I'm just going to hold on to, though. We'll see if they're still on the team next year. I'll do this one for Muddy Water, see if he can lose that. Finally, he removes the walk-prone trait, so he is stuck around for a little while now on the team, most of his career, and he had a really great year this year. So, yeah, that was worth it. I'm glad we could help him out a little bit, but this season ends up being a really disappointing one. Well, before we get to those playoffs, let's check standings and go to the wild card here. So we missed out. The Heaters were behind or just ahead of us as well. The Crocs and the Jacks both win at least one of their last 2 or 3 games there to be able to make it to the wild card and win it all, or to get into the playoffs. So we missed it, unfortunately, again. The Buzzards are the number 1 seed. That's really annoying.
Bento was responsible for that last track.
Digg's season was very much a letdown, but much better production-wise than last year. He did not get a single RBI all season, a 286 average, which the front half of the season really carried him. The 694 OPS, which is pretty solid, better than his career average. Actually, all of his percentages are better than his career. 7 runs scored is pretty high up there for him. 4 doubles, which is solid. Only 18 total bases. 3 walks was low, but so were the strikeout total. So second lowest strikeout total since back in season 6 with only 8. 1 stolen base is pretty decent, but man, the 6 errors this season was insane. That was disgusting. Nearly doubled his total from his career just in 1 year. I don't know why that was so bad. He also did all this with only 49 at-bats, so he had to sit out a couple of games, but he still got in one of them, it looks like. Just did not perform very well in that back half of the season and was just consistently low mojo all year long. That feels weird for sure. Let's just peek at league leaders here. I don't think anybody is in here. Chukov with a 354 batting average. Dupole with the 15 RBIs. Chukov with the on-base percentage. Dupole and Sakta with the 10 extra base hits. 4 stolen bases for Sakta. 2 saves for Wu. Nobody in the pitching category, so. I think, let's see, where do we go from here? I want to peek at some of the rest of the team here. Sakta, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs. He's just still underperforming for how talented he is. Although he hasn't hit 5 home runs since back in season 8. And he's only done it 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th time he's hit 5 or more home runs. His career average is 284. He got higher than that this year. Same with the OPS. Same with all of his categories, except for on base percentage, slightly lower, but right at average. 42 total bases this year. He hasn't done that since season 8. And that tracks with his home runs. Only 3 walks, 12 strikeouts is second in his career, second most in his career. And 4 stolen bases is somewhat low. No errors, though. So he's fine. We will sim through the playoffs here, and then we will get into the offseason, the re-sign phase to get Digg re-signed. Let's quick sim, and the Crocs end up winning it all. They make it in the playoffs by the skin of their teeth, and then they knock off the Bee-Wolves, the Buzzards, and the Blowfish. All the B teams just got beat by the Crocodons. And they're the winners in season 12. So, getting into re-sign, we'll do Sakta really quick, because of course we will. He's slightly below value right now, which is crazy. We'll give him that, and then for Digg, we'll give him what he's asking for here, because I know we've got to stick with our guy. Don't want that chance that he might leave. And the rest I'll take care of in the off-season or in between videos here. I'll try and find competitive teams to keep up with, but again, I have to probably restock our PDO funds, so I might have to have a losing season for an episode or two. We're getting close to the end of Digg's career. Can he have a big send-off, maybe a really big season? Production-wise, can we get him to an A? I think he's really close. I think one more development or two might just pop him up to A tier. Just really sad we couldn't get him to an A plus or an S tier. It might still happen, but I think it's going to be really difficult to get there. And for Sakta, can we get the one arm needed to be able to get him to perfect? I really hope we can. Be fun to get him a really good trait to add to that before the end of his career. But Digg stays with us at age 32. Sakta stays with us at age 36. We'll see you all next year. Let me know what you think about the back half of his career here. What a weird season for Digg. Is he developed decently well? Let's see. He gained 1 power, 2 power. He gained 4 contact. He gained 1, 2 speed. Let's see. Fielding was weird because he lost 2. Then he gained 5, 6, 7, 8 fielding, which bumped him up to the 99. And then for arm, he lost 1 and gained 1. So he's still at 99 there. So it was a weird little development year for him, but production-wise, looked good for a solid minute there, and then he just fell off in the back half of the year. Still ended up with a decent season, though. But again, a little lackluster for what we're going for Digg. But anyways, if you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and like the video down below. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the channel. We were able to get to 150 subscribers, and we're continuing to grow. Again, I have some more content on the horizon, but with things kind of petering out with Digg Fordo here and the Tundras, expecting to see some changes here in the near future. The channel looks a little odd right now, but it will continue to, I think the content will continue to get better and more enjoyable. So thank you so much for supporting the content and enjoying the content. Comment down below, what was your series what was the first video or series that you saw from our channel? I'm curious to know what drew you in and what kept you here. Do you have a favorite player of all of the series that you've seen us play or seen me play in this on this channel? I'd love to hear it down below, but we'll talk to y'all soon. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.